Hi guys, Mrs. Faust here. Now that we've done a review of our solids and the properties that went along with those, we're going to move into liquids and their properties. We're going to first hear, I'm going to first read you a story about some information that you will need to help you distinguish between one liquid and another. In our story, liquids, they can splash, they can squirt, they can bubble and fizz. They come in many colors. What are they? Liquids. We can see our friend here is in a liquid. Notice it has color. Notice how it changes shape and size. Down here we have a firefighter. Our firefighter is also squirting a liquid out of the hose, and it's also a shape and a size. Liquids can spill, liquids can flow. That's why liquids have to be kept in containers. Glasses, bottles, and tanker trucks are containers. Check this liquid out. Notice this liquid has a color. Notice these liquids take the shapes of the containers they're in. And notice our milk that has been spilled flows out and has a shape on the walkway. Do you know what the largest liquid container in the world is? Wow, it's the ocean. I never thought of the ocean as a container, but there it is, and it's holding a liquid. Liquids flow. That's why they can change shape. These 4 glasses up here at the top have the same amount of liquid in each one of them. And you can see, you can draw a line almost all the way across that they're exactly the same. The containers at the bottom are different sizes and different shape. On the next page, you're going to see we're going to pour the same amount of liquid into these different containers. Notice that as we pour the liquid from one container into another, that it looks different. It has a different shape. The same amount of water can be as tall and thin as it is short and wide. Liquids change shape in each kind of container. So when this was poured out, it goes from short and wide to tall and thin. When this one was poured out, the container is wider at the bottom, so the liquid becomes wider. And when it gets poured out from this container, it's shorter and fatter. Liquids always move to the bottom of a container. The liquid is in the bottom of this bottle. Look at number 1. Look at the pictures of the bottle turning over. So we go from 2 to 3. Did the liquid move or did the bottle move? What is the difference about the liquid in all of these pictures? So you can see that the bottle is moving. So our bottle is tipping over and moving from straight up and down to going over to all the way down on its side. While the bottle moves, the liquid also moves. So here's my liquid. It fills up about half of the bottle this way, but you'll notice when we go to number 3, it's filling up half of the bottle this way as well. Now, I want you to take a look at this picture. I'm going to show it to you again in a minute, but take a look at this picture. In this picture, we are looking at 7 containers. They are 7 bottles. The bottles are all the same size, and the bottles all have the same amount of a liquid in them. So the bottles are the same size, and the bottles have the same amount of liquid. I numbered the bottles so that you can tell the bottles apart. I want you to take out your science notebook. Your teacher at this point can pause the video or take their time going through this next slide because I want you to write the month, the day, and our year. The month, the day, and the year. And our title is Liquids and Their Properties, and we are going to be comparing. We're going to be comparing. When you compare something, you look for its similarities and its differences. So now would be a good time to pause the video if you need to. You see on this page, we're adding 2 words, and we are adding the words same and different. Notice I left space under each word. Same and different. I left space because we're going to be drawing a picture. Same and different. You can pause the video here if you need time to write in your notebook. You'll notice I drew 2 bottles under same and 2 bottles under different. 2 bottles under same and 2 bottles under different. I want you to do that now because you're going to be drawing things that are the same and things that are different. Pause the video now if you need to. Now I'm going to go backwards by a couple of slides because I want to get you back to our picture. We're back to our picture. Now in your notebook, I want you to look for 2 bottles that you think are the same and 2 bottles that you think are different. 2 bottles you think are the same and 2 bottles you think are different. Write the number of the bottles on your book, in your book, on the 2 pictures. And then with your crayons, I want you to draw them in and make them the same. If you need to pause the video here till your students get a chance to make them the same, do so now. Then, of course, I want you to pick 2 bottles that are different. Again, you're going to write the numbers in the bottles. So for instance, you can write bottle 1 and 2, you can write bottle 2 and 3, whatever you want to do, whatever bottles that you think look different. And again, you're going to take out your crayons, and again, you're going to look at the bottles and draw how they are different. Now, for all of my friends that are in the classroom, you're going to have a discussion with your teacher about same and different. Which bottles do you think are the same and why? And which bottles do you think are different and why? If you're at home, you want to have this conversation with an adult at home. So again, you're looking for the same and you're looking for different. How are these bottles the same? How are they different? At this point in time, you're only making a comparison between 2 for the same and 2 for different. You can stay on this picture as long as you need to. This is the end of the video. You're going to see these bottles again for probably the next 2 days as we investigate different things in them for how they are the same and how they are different. We're going to learn more property words as well. So you're going to need your science notebook for the next few days. As always, my friends, stay curious.